Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm really glad you're here on this Friday morning. What a way to end the week. Getting to watch the show like Panhandle Outdoors. Man, it don't get any better than that at 5:30 in the morning. All right, our weather today is going to be 85 and a low of 72. And there'll be some scattered chances of rain. Thank goodness we had some rain this week. That has been really nice to get that rain. I know all of y'all have been thankful of that. Our water temperature right now is 75.2. And the rain's going to have an effect on things for the weekend and all, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. Our river reading is brought to us by Mountain Dew. Take it out and do with Mountain Dew. We're looking at Apalachicola Bluntstown right now. It's 7.6, and our chart shows it going down, and I think it's going to keep going down for the weekend. So it's going to affect the Choctawhatchee a lot different with this rain the last couple of days. They've had a lot of rain. Y'all, one in Bluntstown, I saw one Wednesday. I think they got like almost 6 inches of rain. Y'all, my folks up there in Bluntstown, I guess y'all are okay. That's why y'all call it River City. Y'all close to the river. Choctawhatchee, Caryville, 5.4, and my chart shows it dropping out, but I don't think it's going to be dropping out. This could be changing ongoing. So if you want to, especially if you fish at Choctawhatchee and Laird Brown, all you guys that fish it, you know what this local rain will do, and y'all will be doing accordingly to adjust to it. So it's going to be a good situation to get out. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We've been bragging about the tides all week, and we'll continue to brag about them. We have a high tide this morning at 9 o'clock, and it's going to start going out. It's going to go out all the way till 7:27 tonight. So you got an outgoing tide. You got Friday. Go ahead and tell your boss, talk to him early, and say, listen, can I get off for lunch today? Because Winston Chester, Coach Chester said that the tide is going to be going out. It's going to be good fishing. And if he needs to call me to verify that, I'll do that. I used to joke with my students about that. If you need an excuse to be out of school and go fishing, tell them to call me up and I'll give you an excuse. Tell your mom and dad to call me, but that doesn't go over good sometimes. All right, let's take a look at a fishing game time brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. We're looking at this morning 12:38 to 2:38, but this afternoon, right after lunch when the tide's going out, 12:42 to 2:42. How's that look? All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Here we are, Memorial Day weekend. I know you have a lot of plans on getting out, doing things, and traditionally Memorial Day is kicking off with the summer, so we're always doing some outdoor stuff. So I want to share some things with you. What we have done for quite some time now, the Mills family, that's my mother's side of the family, RC and his wife and kids and all, and we always meet over in the bar and spend a wonderful Memorial Day. Well, we made a decision not to do it this year because of the situation, but some of them have a townhouse, have a condo over there, so they went, and the first thing I got yesterday morning was a picture of Shane Sisk and his dad Alan, and he sent me this picture. They were on the way out. I said, and if you send me a picture, and sure enough, here they are, and there's Alan on the top picture right there, and then Shane on the bottom. And I said, Shane, it's got to be the Panhandle Outdoor shirt that brought you that good luck out there. They were about 6 miles offshore, coming out of Escambia Bay. And if you remember right, we did a video on that last year. That's how we start our little family get-together. Some of us guys just go fishing the day before. And boy, we're really missing that this year, seeing our family, all our cousins coming down from Birmingham and over from Jacksonville. And things just don't work out in a situation like this. And I know a lot of people have endured a lot more hardships than that, but that's just a little something. So anyway, Memorial Day kicks off the summer. We know that. And also, we're sort of wrapping up Safe Boating Week, and today is sort of the last day of it. We didn't really get to hit it hard this year, but we were not the only ones. I didn't see much on the news about it. I just didn't see a lot of talking about it, but it's real, and I did want to look up, how I love looking up statistics and all. I did want to look up one stat, and this little bar graph. I love bar graphs. They're just easy to understand. I learned about those in the 3rd grade with Miss Long. But anyway, looking at it, this bar graph right here, this is the number of deaths directly linked to boating accidents, and it goes way back to 2002, so this is about 18 years. So you see, this is interesting now, this graph, you see, it's not going up like that. It's pretty well going down, really, from 2002, which is sort of encouraging to outdoorsmen. It's telling us some things that what's going on, and people are a lot more aware of it, and maybe more educated on it, and a little safer, and not. And here's the irony right now, though. This past week, it's not funny, it's ironic. This past week, there have been 2 boating accidents here in Bay County. Now, they haven't made the news, I don't think. It's one of these things, it wasn't serious accidents, but over at Shell Island this past weekend, and you know how Shell Island has gotten so crowded. Shell Island, everybody goes there boating, and a lot of families go there, and of course there's some drinking and partying, but for the most part, people are well behaved and just enjoy getting the kids out. Well, 2 girls, and I don't know the ages, 2 young girls, got hit by a boat propeller. And I don't know, I know it happened. I've heard from several sources it happened. I don't know how it happened, but it did happen. The girls had to be taken to the hospital. Their mom took them to the hospital. And I don't know if the girls were way out there in the middle of somewhere, or if a boat just come flying through and not paying attention. It's just a combination of things usually when an accident like that happens. And remember, about a month ago, we had a situation on the Hathaway Bridge where the diver was hit full speed by a boat prop and lost his life. And that's still under investigation. Also, the second accident I heard it happened up here close to my house, up here in North Bay. A young boy, a teenage boy, was flying around and just had his jet ski, was pulling somebody. Somehow, it wasn't a jet ski, it was maybe a small powerboat or something, but it flipped over. Luckily, again, no one was hurt. But that's just, when it comes to boating safety, I just really harp on it. And like I say, I talked about it in class. I got one more stat I want to show you, and this is interesting too. The other stat, I try to look up, what's the main cause. Again, I researched the main cause of the most common cause of boating accidents. I just read them to you, and in order. And this is in Florida. And okay, number 1, the number 1 cause of boating accidents is basically operator inexperience. Okay, what did I just mention? A young boy. Okay. Teenage kids, a lot of times teenagers, and a lot of times people just buying the boat for the first time no matter what age. So operator inexperience is number 1 cause. The number 2 cause, lack of a proper lookout, and I'm thinking that's more on the larger boats, but it's always good to have other people. You're driving a boat and everything, and you're looking, but have another set of eyes. I know Gail is over by my side, she's looking around, watch out, over there, see them over there? I see them, but that's good. You have that proper lookout. You pay attention to them. And this third one is operator inattention, which ties in with the other 2, not paying attention. Going full speed, reaching over here, trying to do that, read the chart. So those are the 3. Number 4, excessive speed. Okay? Now I can give you situation after situation of excessive speed causing it. And number 5 was machinery failure. That's number 5. So, and then the next one was careless, reckless behavior. So in other words, really hot dogging and everything. And then, on the next one, hazardous water. And we know how that is on open bays. I'm always talking about big old lakes and all, getting out there and the wind really picking up and people getting in trouble. And way down like number 7 was alcohol. And so you would think that'd be up here, but really it's not a bad situation. I was trying to figure that out last night. See if this don't make sense. You got a group of people on a boat, and they're drinking and partying and all that, and usually there's always that same designated driver mentality. There's usually somebody on the boat who's not partaking, and usually a lot of times that's been me. I hadn't been around that kind of behavior, but I've had to take over the boat before, and that's a good situation in that what you're doing. So that's probably why alcohol is way down. Somebody saying, "Oh, you too drunk to drive," whatever. So I haven't been around any that kind of crazy people, but I've driven a boat. I know some of y'all have too, especially with the Shell Island situation going in. Okay, look, I got more to talk about this. So let's take a break, and we're gonna come back. Okay, welcome back. Now I'm still feeling strong about this safe boating. I just can't overemphasize this. And Okay, this is one of the original ones. These are still very, very good. So wear your life jacket. I was gonna wear one on the show. I've got one of the inflatable ones, but I forgot it this morning. So I still have this available. So have this. Also, you gotta have that throwable cushion. You gotta have that throwable cushion on there. And you know, you can take, I'll throw that over there. You can take courses. I wish we have that safe boating. I told you about teaching that to my students, that little safe boating certificate. I wish it sort of do like hunter safety a little bit. Almost have to take a class with it. And so many kids now, and I see what they're doing, I understand it, just they go online and answer those questions, look them up, and have no concept of really some of these situations. So I wish we had, you know, sort of like they do to hunter safety, do a little bit, just have a little 3-hour course or something, have someone with experience talking to them. And the Coast Guard Auxiliary and all, they do some safe boating stuff. So get up with them, Mike Fitzgerald and those guys and ladies. All right, I want to enough on boating safety. I want to go into some pictures. We went to the creek the other day, and first thing we're talking about is just common courtesy. That seems to be lost in our society this day and time. Just so many examples. I've talked to people about it. A lot of times on the highway, on the road and all, you see some great courteous things. People letting people out in the road, and then on the flip side, you see some people just all about me. Just, and we were on a dirt road the other day. Got on out. We'd had breakfast, and it was on a Sunday morning, and we couldn't get a signal. We wanted to watch our church service, which has been cool to watch it. So we couldn't pick up a signal down there at Howard Creek. So we just got out on these dirt roads, and I knew I could get a signal somewhere. So we kept driving and everything, and I found a dirt road. Finally got a signal. So and I flipped it, and while we were driving, and these are some way back in the woods kind of dirt roads that I just love to get on, and I saw a truck coming. You know, you can see the dust coming. Everything. It was dry. Remember this past weekend. I see the truck coming, and so I always slow down and just pull over a little bit and go real slow because I don't want all my dust, you know, to get on them and everything. What do? They're going 45, 50, which is really fast on the dirt road. 45, 50. They did not slow down 1 mile an hour. And whoom, right by me. And I mean, this huge, big old thing. And to add insult on injury, his buddy was behind him in a big old truck. And I'm thinking, you know, this it's just a courteous thing. That's something I learned from my dad in the woods and all. Simple things like that. He said, pull over, son. Don't get all that dust up in those people's eyes. And we always, so I just automatically pulled over a little bit and just started going slow. And it didn't even face him. So many situations, common courtesy, and usually outdoorsmen are so good about that. But I just wanted to mention that when you're on a dirt road and it's really dry and you're going 50 miles an hour and see somebody coming, slow down, okay? And like I said, most of y'all do that. Most of the time I'm preaching to the choir. Okay, while I was down there though, we did I got to walk along a creek. I don't want to tell you the creek and all, but I want to show you some pictures. This is a real Florida. I know the state park, we have some situations where we're talking about a real Florida, and they do a great job with it. But this is, I just want to go through some pictures. Is this not beautiful? What, you know, you got your palms and, okay, so I'm pointing right now, look, there's some fiddler crabs. See, I'll see, you can't see them. I said, Gail, fiddler crabs, I'm trying to catch one. But I'm 30 or 40, well, I'm not that far. I was 20-something miles from the coastline. And these little crabs are all over the place in these roots and everything. It's just a lot of fun seeing them and all. And that's just pure nature. It is so refreshing to just walk in the woods or in a swampy area. And that's why I was looking for water moccasins, and they didn't want to help. But I didn't know Gail had a camera then. I was just looking out down the creek and all, and flashing back to the good old days in the creek with my brother and my dad, and that was just wonderful times. And also over there at the boat landing, I saw this sign. This is interesting, this sign right here. This project was partially funded through a Florida Boating Improvement Program as a grant provided by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. I wish I'd add one more sentence on that. I want that sentence needs to be, and from the money you, the outdoorsman, gave us by buying your fishing license. So I read, in education, I already got a kick out of, we get a grant for this, we get a grant like you're getting free money, and I'm thinking, that's not free money, that's our taxpayer money. Same way with this. This is money that we pay as boaters and outdoorsmen, and the FWC takes our money and then puts it in a different project. So it's not like, you know, all this money's not being rained down free and all. So I wish I'd add that, you know, the outdoorsman like you who pay for the boater your license and everything, and that's where a lot of money. And I appreciate them at least taking some of that money and getting it back down there to us, the outdoorsmen. So anyway, I get to talking about all kinds of things. I told Jeff it's been a while since I've done a whole show by myself, and I was on the road this morning. I had some video, but sometimes I'd rather just keep talking to y'all, so maybe you won't get bored. I miss talking to my students the whole period, so y'all are my guinea pigs. What we want to do in this one, we're going to go ahead and add some names. We got a couple more names now. Let's see, I've added, also, let's add John McCarter from Ball Point and Lori McCarter from Ball Point. I'm not sure of where Ball Point, Jeff, you know where Ball Point is? I guess that's close to Harry Lagoon or something, I don't know. We added those names, so now we're going to draw, I don't like to draw back to back like this, but we're going to do Los Angeles. And by the way, now they're back in business, got 50% capacity, and there's a little $20 gift card. Right? And again, if you win now, send your address to me and we'll mail it to you, okay? Our studio's still not open yet, so. All right, and the winner, the $20 gift certificate to Los Angeles, and I love the fish tacos. I tell you all that all the time, don't I? But they were good. I'm gonna go get some today. And I think they're still doing carry out too, I'm sure they are. From Freeport, Shannon Schubert. Okay, I'm gonna put this together right here, Shannon, put it over here. So email me your home address and we'll mail it to you. All right, now let's go to Tarpon Dock. Tarpon Dock, good folks down there. By the way, now open on Sunday afternoons from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And the winner of the $20 gift certificate at Tarpon Dock is going to be Gene Vaughn. Gene Vaughn. You go right there, and the big red snapper. The big red snapper is going to be the winner all the way from the Sand Hills, Beth Rogers. We had 3 ladies winning. How about that, y'all? Good job on that. Okay, that's the 3. And let's go ahead. We're going to get ready to take our break. We'll come back with our famous Friday fishing report. So we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. And our famous Friday fishing forecast, which comes from our famous Friday fishing reports that we get from around the Panhandle. And these are live and up to date. I talked to Carrie at the pier last night. So first thing I'm going to talk about the pier. It's interesting. They caught a 46-pound, that's the unofficial weight now, 46-pound king off the pier. Folks, that is huge. That would win $10,000 at a Sea-Quarters tournament in a heartbeat. But I looked at the record, and Carrie went back and checked the record. The pier record is 53 pounds, second place is 51 pounds, and third place is 49 pounds. And that's done by some of the pier guys. And that 46 was unofficial, that's fine. But he said, honestly though, he said the king are not thick out there. Now we do know the bait fish have started to come in, and cigar minnows have started coming in about a week or 2 ago. And you know the king mackerel are going to follow those, so keep that in mind. And by the way, speaking of piers, I called a state park yesterday and made sure the state park pier is open. And I asked the lady, I said, well, are they catching anything? And she said, well, I don't know. But she was nice and sweet as she could be. But I said, we'll find out. So the state park pier is open, as is the county and city pier, which never closed. But anyway, Pompano, I said, how's the Pompano report? He said, fair. He said, there's nothing to write home about, but they're catching some. And remember, you only go part of the way out on that. And also Spanish, here are the next 3, Spanish, blues, and hardtails. They're catching them on daily. He said, interesting enough, he said, the good fishermen are catching them, and if the tourists, and he didn't mean this ugly, people who are not used to fishing are having trouble catching anything. And usually, he said, in the past, so anybody could come out here and catch something, but it's been more of a challenge to fish off the pier lately, and we don't know the reason for that, but he told me you got to work. You sort of got to work for your fish. That's interesting. And okay, now let's talk about freshwater real quick. This rain's going to have a big effect on it. We'll talk about the mayflies and everything. And remember when it rains, you got a couple of things happening. The water's going to rise. You're going to add some mud. The water's going to be muddy, and that's going to be an effect. And also the current is going to be faster. So rain does have an effect, a big time effect on the fish. So if it's rising water, a lot of guys and girls don't like to fish rising water. But anyway, it's going to be up in the sloughs and all. A lot of times this heavy rain will affect the mayfly hatch. But remember, there are 2 to 3 hatchings during the month of the springs. And there are 2 or 3 hatchings, not just one mayfly hatch and it's over with. But you just got to hit it right. So if you get a chance to check it out, that's going to be good. Okay, so the bass fishing was good this week before the rain. Brim fishing is excellent, and like I talked about last week. The surf fishing, we're going to try to check it out. Pompano fishing has been steady. I've been seeing pictures all week of not a lot of them, but they've been steady. I tell you where I've been catching a lot of them in Mexico Beach, and the West End. I haven't gotten a lot of pictures from there. I don't think people fishing as much on the West End since it's sort of opened back up, and a lot more folks are out there doing it. Right there near shore, like I say, the Kings are good and the Spanish are good, going out the pass in that area. The flounder are coming in. They're coming in pretty well, and they're at a situation where they're not way up in the bays. They're sort of in the mouth of the areas and all. The flounder have been good in all 3 bay systems. Choctawhatchee Bay's had some, the San Andrew Bay, and also St. Joe and Apalachicola, all 4 systems. So anyway, we got to start wrapping things up. And to get out and enjoy the whole weekend. But be careful. This will be one of the most crowded times on the water that we'll have all year, the Memorial Day weekend, which officially kicks it off. And remember, I forgot during safe boating to tell you to wear that kill switch. That little switch on there that kills the motor if you're thrown out. We don't talk about that enough. The veteran fishermen, everyone I've ever fished with, they always wear them, and they do that because they know what's going on. All right, we're going to wrap things up. It's been a good week. I've enjoyed doing the whole show today, but I've been talking and all. I hope I didn't bore y'all, but we've been seeing a lot of videos lately, and we're gonna bring it to you full speed as much as we can. So thank y'all for watching. You do something good this weekend for your fellow man, and you enjoy the great outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.